Hi, I'm Dave Baylog, and welcome to Your Brain in the News, a monthly digest of news that can improve mind, brain, body health. And this is our debut edition, Volume 1, Number 1, January 2023. In this issue, Number 1, a physicist's view of consciousness, the holy grail of brain science. 2, pain relief without side effects or addiction. 3, clear recall of near-death experiences. 4, a bonus video, the 10% myth. Story number 1, new theory in physics claims to solve the mystery of consciousness. And this is from Bar-Ilan University. Consciousness cannot simply be reduced to neural activity alone, researchers say. A novel study reports the dynamics of consciousness may be understood by a newly developed conceptual and mathematical framework. How do 1.5 kilograms of brain tissue create thoughts, feelings, mental images, and an inner world? The ability of the brain to create consciousness has baffled humanity for millennia. The mystery of consciousness lies in the fact that each of us has subjectivity, something that is like to sense, feel, and think. Consciousness has been called the holy grail of brain research. In contrast to being under anesthesia or in a dreamless deep sleep, while we're awake, we don't live in the dark. We experience the world and ourselves. But how the brain creates the conscious experience and what area of the brain is responsible for this remains a mystery. New research states that consciousness may be understood by a newly developed conceptual and mathematical framework. Story number 2, pain relief without side effects and addiction. And this is from the Friedrich Alexander Universität Erlangen, Nuremberg. Researchers have developed a new substance that activates adrenaline receptors rather than opioid receptors to help relieve chronic pain. The new compounds have similar pain-relieving qualities as opioids, but do not appear to induce respiratory depression or addiction. New substances that activate adrenaline receptors instead of opioid receptors have a similar pain-relieving effect to opiates, but without the negative aspects such as respiratory depression and addiction. Story number 3, lucid dying. Patients recall death, death experiences during CPR. And this is from NYU Langone. 1 in 5 people who receive CPR report lucid experiences of death while they are seemingly unconscious and on the brink of death. The lucid experiences appear to be different from hallucinations, dreams, illusions, and delusions. Survivors reported having unique lucid experiences, including a perception of separation from the body, observing events without pain or distress, and a meaningful evaluation of life, including of their actions, intentions, and thoughts toward others. The researchers found these experiences of death to be different from hallucinations, delusions, illusions, dreams, or CPR-induced consciousness. Well, these 3 stories can be read in their entirety if you go to the description below this YouTube video. There you'll find links to each of the stories so that you can read the full report from each of the institutions. And now a bonus video from the Dana Foundation, the 10% myth.
Have you ever heard that we only use 10% of our brains? Turns out, it's a myth. The truth is, we use 100% of our brains, and they're active all the time, even when we're asleep. Scientists know this because they can see brain activity on imaging scans called positron emission tomography, or PET. This is what your brain might look like if only 10% of it were used. But this is how it actually appears in a PET scan. What's more, we know that damage to any part of the brain, even a small area, can have large effects. If 90% of our brains went unused, that would not happen. So where did the 10% myth come from? It's a matter of debate. But movies, books, and advertisements continue to feature the idea, giving it false credibility. It's easy to see why people are drawn to the notion. The prospect of unlocking additional brain power is alluring. Unfortunately, it's science fiction. Still, there are ways to keep your brain working at its full potential. Learn a new skill or try a new hobby. Stay connected with loved ones and friends. And exercise regularly by walking, biking, or doing other aerobic activities.
Well, are you worried about your memory? Check the link in the description below this video to start reading Our Memories, Our Lives for free. Or go to www.healingthebrainbooks.com and click the links there and review other books. And you can also learn more about your brain in Healing the Brain, Alcohol and Drugs. Learn how drugs hijack our brains. Click the link in the description below this YouTube video and start reading for free. Or go to healingthebrainbooks.com. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to give us your support, or share the original email with a friend or a colleague. Be well. Be kind.